How to make millions as a beginner in GTA Online. Starting out, it can be difficult to know where you should best invest your efforts to receive the maximum return, especially with the number of jobs available, which can be intimidating. But don't worry, I've got you covered. I'll show you in 5 steps how you can make $1 million and establish yourself as a multi-millionaire. So let's get started. Step 1. Treasure hunting. Yes, GTA Online does offer some treasure hunts which you can do to amass some quick wealth. Starting from 2018, they have added 3 treasures in total: the double action revolver, the navy revolver, and the stone hatchet. Let's start with the double action revolver, but before that, find yourself a nice fast bike. Now, if you bring up your phone, you should find an email from Vanderlyn showing you a black and white photo of a location where you can find your first clue. It will be a random location, so use the picture to accurately find your own clue. On the map, it will be marked with a yellow circle. You need to search the area for a note. After you've found it, 3 more clues will appear on your map. Just find them in any order you like. After that, you can see a chest icon marked on the map. That's the treasure, and you'll discover a double action revolver. But wait, where is the money? For that, my friend, you need to get 50 headshots with the revolver. Just kill some NPCs and the money will be yours. Wow. You just made $250,000. That's quite a start. Next is the navy revolver. It involves killing a serial killer that has been terrorizing Blaine County. There are 5 clues that you need to investigate in order to get to him. First one is a bloody handprint. Second one is a graffiti called "Can you find me?" Third one is a machete which can be found in an old barn. Fourth clue can be found in Sandy Shores airfield. But before we find the 5th clue, I recommend you buy some guns, like an SMG or shotgun, to help with the slasher situation. Now, the 5th clue has a random location out of 5 possible spawn points. You will have to search each location because it's different for everyone. Now, once you've found it, the slasher will send you a text regarding a confrontation. The slasher will only appear if you stay in Blaine County between 7 p.m. and 5 a.m. And a good place for the meetup would be the Sandy Shores airfield. Have your shotgun equipped, and as soon as he appears, maintain a distance and take him out. And boom, you now own the navy revolver and also 50 grand. But we are still missing the rest of the cash. So again, you need to get 50 kills with this gun. No headshots required this time. Again, you made another 250,000, and that takes your total to 500,000. Not bad, but there is more. Now it's time for the stone hatchet. You need to look for an email from this beautiful lady Mod. She will send you the mugshot of your first target. In total, you need to get 5 bounties for her. You can either kill them or capture them, but you get half of the cash when you kill them. So definitely try your best to capture them alive, so you can make that extra 50,000. Once you've taken care of the bounties, she will message you the location of a hidden stash. Just go there to collect the stone hatchet. In this challenge, you need to get half the kills of previous challenges using the stone hatchet. You'll notice this cool ability you unlock when you start killing. It's basically Trevor's special ability if you have played the story mode. Finally, your reward is here. So in total, we just made $800,000 from doing these fun adventures. Cool, isn't it? So you still have your bike, right? If not, then quickly steal one or buy it from the website. The Body 901 is a good bike for its price range. It's recommended to use a fast bike when attempting these time trials. Now, these time trials have part-time. The ones beaten award you 100 grand, which is really good for making quick cash. They keep refreshing every week, so you can keep coming back every week. It might seem easy, but it takes a little bit of practice to nail them perfectly. So keep trying, and you can look up guides on how to do them. Now we should have 900,000. Next, head on over to flight school. I know a lot of players unintentionally skipped it, and I was one of them, not knowing its true potential. Well, you can make that right. Basically, you have to complete 10 lessons and you'll be rewarded based on how well you do in each of them. Achieving goals should be your priority, as it awards you up to 23,000 in each lesson, with the potential of earning 230,000 if you manage to score gold in each of them. You'll be awarded this amount the first time you complete them. Easier said than done, as some of them are not easy, so you might have to settle with silver or bronze. But keep trying, it takes practice to nail the hard one. After completing all of them, we should receive our bonus and a lot of RP to level up our character. So now we have officially become a millionaire. Congratulations, it took a lot of effort, but you did it. But don't think about spending it just yet, we need to be patient. Now we need to put that $1 million to good use and become a CEO, which is an essential step in this guide. But first, go to this website to buy a CEO office. The Maze Bank West office is perfect for the money. Don't worry about the upgrades, we simply don't need them now. You can always buy them later. Now that we have set up an office, we have become a CEO, and now we need to save up for a vehicle warehouse, which will enable us to do import and export. The cheapest one will work, which costs $1.5 million. So now let's go over how you make money in this stage. Since you're a CEO, CEO now, you can do VIP missions. These missions can be done solo, which is great. You can access them by going to Secure a Serve, VIP Work, from your interaction menu. You'll be doing 2 specific missions, Headhunter and Sightseer. In Headhunter, you'll be given 4 targets, which will spawn in random locations across the map. You need to kill each of them under a time limit. They can be either on foot or in bulletproof vehicles. So I recommend using a buzzard, which is fast and agile and has homing rockets, which can get the job done from a distance. You can take one for lease under CEO vehicles for 25,000. You can use the vehicle until it's destroyed, but you can call it again. After that, you can fire up Sightseer, which is super easy. You just need to solve small mini games to get the location of the 3 packages. Again, use the buzzard to get things done quick. Doing these 2 in quick succession can earn you $40,000 to $45,000 combined. Although they have a cooldown of minutes, you can keep repeating them till you reach 1.5 million. I suspect you'll be bored doing these 2 repeatedly, so I recommend you sprinkle in some double XP double RP missions, which can be found in other jobs Rockstar created. They can be a great way to earn some good cash and keep the experience fresh. Every week Rockstar games give double XP and double RP bonus to certain jobs, and they keep changing every week. So you can do different jobs every week to earn some pretty good money. Now that you have grinded to 1.5 million and bought yourself a vehicle warehouse, we can start doing some import and export. We'll be working towards a goal, which is to buy a bunker, which will be our next stage. So how does import and export work? It involves stealing cars and modifying them and then selling them for a profit. Now head on over to your office PC to start sourcing cars. Next, you need to collect the cars shown on the map. Be careful when delivering your car to your warehouse. It is prone to damages and any cost will be taken out of your own pocket, so drive carefully. Now there are 3 types of cars you can steal: low, mid-range, and top range. Top range being the most profitable when you sell it, but when you source a car, the value is always random, and selling a low or mid-range car is simply not worth the hassle. There's a way you can cheat the system so that you always get a top-range car. To do that, you need to collect 10 low and 10 mid-range without selling them. Let them sit in your warehouse. After this point, the game will start giving you the cars you're missing, which will be the top-range cars. Now remember to always sell to the specialist dealer to get the maximum profit. Now, one thing I seriously advise doing is to sell them in a solo public session, because the moment you start a sell mission, the game lets the entire session know what you're up to and prompts them to come destroy your work. Be smart and avoid this. You can learn how to make one for yourself by searching on YouTube. Now, when you start a sell mission in a solo public session, the game will spawn AI enemies to stop you. They are really annoying and can seriously cause major losses if they damage your car too much. The best thing to do is whenever you see a red circle on the map, get out of your car and then engage them on foot. That way the car doesn't take any damage from the bullets. They will come in pairs of 4, 3 times in Sultans, so better to wait and take them all out. After that, you're free to deliver it peacefully. Again, remember to pay attention and don't damage your car. After you have sold tons of cars, you should be able to buy a bunker easily. Introduced back in 2017, bunkers allow you to sell weapons across Los Santos. It's a passive income business, meaning it will produce product on its own as long as you keep supplying, and then you can sell the products for a profit. This is a vital step if you want a good revenue stream in the background. You can buy one from Maze Bank for closure. Now, depending on the location, its price will vary. The closer it is to the city, the more expensive it will be. But you might think of buying the cheapest one. Please don't. We'll waste so much time traveling back and forth, will become an obstacle in the end. You'll be selling less and traveling more. It's best to buy the Chumash bunker since it's closer to the city and the highway. Again, don't bother with the upgrades just yet. Now, there are 3 things that you need to know: buying, selling, and upgrades. You can either buy or steal supplies to fill up the supply bar. Although stealing is free, it takes multiple runs to completely fill the supply bar. It is recommended you buy them. Sure, it costs 75,000, but it completely fills the bar and you can make that back by simply selling a top range car. So it is recommended you don't waste time by stealing. Instead, use that time to grind more cash using import and export or VIP work. Remember to resupply your bunker every 1.4 hours without the upgrades or 2.2 hours with the upgrade. That way you can have a full bunker ready to sell in 12 to 17 hours depending on the upgrades. Now, when it comes to selling, always sell to Los Santos. Sure, it's a little far, but you'll get more profit. So yeah, selling remotely is the way to go. Now, you might be tempted to sell all of it all at once, since a fully upgraded, fully stocked bunker sells for $1,050,000. But let me stop you right there. Selling all of it solo is really dangerous. You'll end up with 4 vehicles and only 15 minutes to sell it. It's literally impossible, and all the unsold vehicles will result in a massive loss. So it's best to sell only 1 vehicle at a time. You see, there's no bonus in selling full stock all at once. If you sell a smaller portion, the overall value will stay the same. Now, to get only 1 vehicle, simply start a sell mission when you see 125,000 or 175,000 in the stock bar, depending on the upgrades, of course. As long as you stay in that range, you should get a single vehicle, which is much more manageable. Now, we have the upgrades. There are 3: staff, equipment, and security. Staff and equipment are really important if you want to maximize efficiency and profit. They cost a combined total of 1.75 million without security. Security is something you can do without if you pay attention, but don't skip out on the other 2. It will increase the value of your stock, thereby increasing the profit. It's a small investment when you factor in the long-term profit. Without upgrades, the bunker will be slow to produce and therefore the longer wait time to sell stock. It is again recommended to sell your business in a solo public session without any worries. After selling some full stock bunkers, you can easily buy the submarine, which is our next step for success. Heists are the best part of GTA. It's what saved GTA Online. Now, the Cayo Perico heist is here to save you. If you want to make some serious cash, and I'm talking about millions, this heist is perfect for you. Everything in this can be done solo, from the setups to the finale heist. So let me tell you how this works. First, make your way to the music locker besides the Diamond Casino. You'll need to meet up with Miguel Madrazo, directing you to buy a submarine. You can buy one from Warstock. Costs $2.2 million, which shouldn't be much of a problem for you. And again, the upgrades aren't necessary to play the heist. The Kasatka will spawn in the ocean, or you can simply call it by going to services, then Kasatka, and you can request it there. It spawns pretty far from the land, but what you can do is, again, go to the Kasatka menu to call in a dinghy. As with any heist, it has 2 stages, doing the setups and then completing the finale heist. There are some setups which are mandatory and some that are optional. At this point, I recommend buying either a Buzzard or an Oppressor Mark II, which is a little expensive, but both are great for doing setups in an efficient way. One thing to remember is your prep work can be stolen by other players when they're notified of it. In that case, you can do all your preps in an invite-only or solo public session. Moving on with the final heist, you'll be stealing bearer bonds from El Rubio when you play the heist for the first time. After that, the primary loot will be changed in subsequent playthroughs. The primary target is randomized depending on RNG, so the chances of getting Sensimoto Tequila is higher than getting the rare Pink Diamond, which alone can make you $1.3 million. Now, let's not forget about the secondary targets that can be found in Cayo Perico. They are cocaine, weed, painting, gold, and cash, with gold being the most valuable. Combining both of them, you can easily make 1.5 to 1.6 million in a single heist. Of course, it might seem intimidating, but you can always watch some YouTube tutorials to get up to speed, or simply invite other players to help you with your heist. Once you do it a couple of times, you'll be a pro in no time. This heist has amazing payouts depending on what you steal. After you unlock this thing, you'll pretty much never have to do anything besides grinding this heist every 15 minutes. So you can expect to make 2 to 5 million every day depending on how fast you do them. Now, you have the luxury to buy anything you want and enjoy GTA Online to the fullest.